Hello everybody and welcome back to my Undertale playthrough, where last time we were talking about the channel, trucks, and of course, why are they there? But anyway, okay, so continuing on with about the truck, the idea was that it was stuck still down the city, or down in the town I was at. So it's like, okay, well I gotta travel back down. I go ahead and I call up the shop. It's like, okay, if I'm heading down, I need to know that the truck's going to be fixed. Because the whole trip itself is going to take like 10 hours. And the last thing I really need to go do is go down. Because again, this happened, so the whole ordeal started Thursday, it ended on Saturday. The reason it needed to end on Saturday is because Sunday, the shop ain't open. So that means if I don't have the truck out of the shop by Sunday, then what ends up happening is that my truck has to stay the night, whether or not it's fixed or not. So if it gets fixed, like the basic idea is, since I'm having to take the train all the way back down, and it in itself is a really long trip, I need to basically do this all in one go, because again, I don't have the money to do another trip back up and down. I sure as hell don't have the time to do it. So it's like, okay. So I go down. Well, again, first I call up the place. It's like, yeah, the truck will be fixed today. It's like, okay. So I go ahead. I get a ride over to the train, to the train station to go get on the train. Get on the train, and again, this is around 10:45. I pretty much get to the bus at 10:45. It was a bus, because the idea was that to get home, I had to take a train, then a bus. To go back, I had to take a bus, then a train. But anyway, so the idea is that I kind of barely get to the train in time, or to the bus in time. But I get on it. So it's like, okay, it's going alright. So I get on the bus, we get down to the connecting city, and then we get there, and it's like, okay. So the train is supposed to head out at like 2:12. So that means that I need to be on the train, or I need to be at the station at 2:12. Well, the bus got there at like 12:45 or so. Or like it got there pretty early. Like it was, no, I think it got there at 12 something. 12:12, 12:05. So then that means that bus was the 12:15 bus, which gave me an understanding of, oh, that's why it left. Because the same bus, or pretty much the bus that is going down and up, is one driver and one bus. That means that when the bus heads to from the city I'm in to the connecting city, it is the only bus. So that's why the bus wasn't able to wait. It might have waited till 12:30, but the basic idea is that it had reason not to be there. That's the thing. I don't believe anyone in any of the services I was interacting with was rude or any of that. Everyone was nice. They were understanding. It was just a really bad predicament. It was like I had to travel up, then travel back down, and that this whole thing would be taking a good chunk of time. But otherwise, outside of minor delays or minor issues, everyone was doing their job alright. So it's like, okay. So that explains that. So I'm at the train station, and it's just about past 12. But again, this time I was aware I would be down for doing a trip down, then I would be doing a trip back up. So that meant I prepared. I made sure I had snacks galore, and I made sure that I had only what I needed. I only had the Switch, I had a charger for the Switch, and a charger for my phone. The only thing I didn't have a charger for was for my earbuds, which are a pair of wireless, the Skull Candy ones. But those ones are fine, because on a total trip, I think they can last 18 hours. But they do need a charge period, which, that was interesting in general, but it was still like, okay. And of course, I don't like it when it's, like I said, I don't like when, like, certain sounds or stuff like that. That's why I have my phone on silent, and that's why with my earbuds, I absolutely hate it when it states battery low. And it's luckily not one of the stupid, annoying ones that the other headphones or earbuds have, where it's just like, it makes a really annoying sound, and it's like, battery low, battery low. But it was still like, I had to charge it, and I wasn't going to wear the earbuds until it died, so it's like, okay. So, but yeah, no, this time I was prepared, I had everything set up. I had snacks, I had food, I had filled up my water bottle all the way. And I got a pretty hefty one. Just 1 second. I'm gonna swap it over. I'm not gonna pause it, because this is gonna take me like a second. Well, my water bottle's empty right now, but that's because I had to, my sink's faucet ain't working. It's cracked, so it's spilling. So I gotta make sure I get that replaced. So, I have gone to a school where walking was a massive part of it. Like, our passing periods were 15 minutes long. And you'd be thinking, 15 minutes? I'd be lucky if I got 5 minutes. Yeah, we were in the middle of a city park. And this was that said park I had visited. But anyway, so the whole idea was that it's a massive water bottle. It is, like, really big. And it's the one I've had since, I think, year 2 of going there. Like, you can see a couple of the dents. Like, oh god, it's been through some stuff. It's definitely fun because it's like, I've dropped it. And it's, I've had to make sure the floor wasn't dented. And this was the dent. But, yeah, no. That's the fun part. I would wear this on my lanyard. I wear a lanyard because I don't like, again, the sensitivity issue. So, I hate having keys in my pockets because I lost a tablet. Because my key and my tablet were in my pocket, and I had paid for that tablet outright. Which, that was a whole nother tale of why my goddamn World of Tanks account was banned. Oh boy. Anyway, so the whole idea is this thing is massive. I don't like to have things in my pocket outside of my wallet and my phone. My earbuds, I have like a front shirt pocket. I love to put them in there with my, my mask and stuff like that. I hate having anything that will maybe slip out or just is uncomfortable to have in my pocket. When I don't have a shirt, like this one, that has a front pocket, I hate having my earbuds in my pocket, because what I'll do is I'll shove it in with my wallet, but it's like, usually, it's better to have it on top of the wallet, so the wallet is on the skin, instead of the other way around, because then what happens is, it feels like the freaking thing is just trying to etch its way into my skin. It is not. It is just really uncomfortable. Like, This is the size of my earbuds. This is the size of it. I hate it when the wallet is on top of it, because then it's pressing down into my skin. I love it when it's like this, because then all it's doing is pressing into the shorts. Anyway, sorry, yada. Basic idea. I wear a lanyard with all my keys. But that's the thing, is that it's like, well, what do you do with this massive water bottle? You wear it. I legitimately have a lanyard that had, well, I've gone through a couple, but it was like, it would like, it has a clip on it, and this ring doesn't go around it, so I have another set of clip where it goes onto it, and this thing, again, it's massive. Like, it's like, oh, what is it? 40 ounces. 40 ounces of water. And I would carry this thing around, jingle jangle. Of course, the way I would hold it was I have it like this, and I would have like this, you know, put my hand on top of it, because it was a great resting spot. But again, it's putting all of the weight's being supported by the back of my neck, which I loved, because it meant I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't mind the pressure on my back. I don't want the pressure on my front due to the windpipe and all that. But it was just so interesting, because it's like, you see all these people, they walk around, they got like their little water bottle next to them, they carry it around, they got a little like purse or a little satchel and stuff like put it in. It's like, you know, I got a little bag, I put it in myself, but it's just interesting, because it's like, I would go to school, I would hike through the park just to get to my classes, and this thing is right there going like, da-ling, 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 against all of my keys. But even then, I can apparently I can sneak up on people. Anyway, enough fun talk later. Thank you guys for tuning in and all that jazz. Like, comment down below, and on that, have a great day.